my name is Alex Davis, and welcome to the stunning Audi of Wichita showroom, where just beside me, I'm joined by the Audi Q8. Now, the first time we saw this car was back in 2019, but still an incredible Audi offering, and some redesigns have happened, and some power levels have happened as well. But we'll go through a quick overview. We're going to take a look at something that's just off camera right now that is the top trim for this Q8 model, but more on that to come later. As always, we'll start off at the front. We do have the running lights activated right now. These will be what other drivers will see during the daytime, and these little two little ones over here will also be illuminated. But up top, you'll have your headlights. Rather interesting headlight design on the Q8, because just below here are your high beams, and then you have a headlight washer here as well. Some orange markers on the inside, because per US regulations they have to be there, so Audi decided to put them in the headlight housing versus outside on the side of the vehicle. So the side of the vehicle has a nice clean profile with a little bit of an orange marker just on the inside. On the front, we do have the black optics package with the black rings. You'll have your adaptive cruise control eyes on either side and your surround view camera just there. Moving down, a very aggressive black lip that kind of accentuates this line just here with this intake and your parking sensors there as well. But a very pretty dark blue, metallic blue color, which we'll see a little bit more aggressively when we get to the rear of the vehicle. Moving along the side though, this is sat just above their Q7 as far as prestige in their lineup. So it is based off of the Q7 chassis-wise and a couple of other components. However, this is the Sportback model. So as you move past the panoramic sunroof and the matte black roof rails, you will have kind of this Sportback setting. So a little bit more space than a Range Rover Sport, and a little bit less than the X6, the BMW competitor there. But BMW started this whole coupe thing, and then Mercedes stuck onto that as well. Porsche is doing it, and Audi is doing it here as well with this Q8 product. Adaptive air suspension on this one makes it sit just right, in my opinion, with some rather aggressive multi-spoke wheels with red calipers sitting just behind it. Rather a luxury spec though, because on the inside, as we'll see in just a second, it has this wonderful beige leather and then white accent stitching as well. So with that being said, let's hop on inside and present the Audi Q8 interior. Getting in the Audi Q8 is rather easy. Again, a rather high SUV, but the coolest part is just outside. This is frameless doors. This is so cool. This is stuff you normally only see on something like a coupe or that A7 product over there. It's not recognizing the key. I know that, Audi, thank you. But we'll hop inside here, some nice Audi rings on the floor as I get in to this wonderful tan interior. Sat on in, everything kind of peels away, all the notifications go away for doors being open and keys being missing, so Audi is now happy. But multiple screens here. This was the first time back in 2019 that we saw this new Audi design language. So this wonderful kind of piano black trim running the entire width of the vehicle, and then some gloss wood accents below it, some gloss wood accents along my knees here and along the dash and your doors as well. But Audi MMI, very easy to get along with, super responsive, lots of different vehicle settings, and you get a haptic feedback as you move through these menus as well. So you have lighting and visibility, air conditioning settings, you'll have your Audi drive modes here for auto, all-road, comfort, and dynamic if you ever want to take it on a track, of course. And then you have your adaptive air suspension here. We can lower it down and move through whatever settings you'd like to have there. So put it in dynamic, and then down goes the chassis to the lowest setting. Very responsive and wonderful to drive on the road. This has incredibly dynamic steering in dynamic mode, but when you're in comfort, it's nice and light and easy, and you can kind of just move it around with one hand. The adaptive air suspension takes a lot of those jolts out of the road. If you live in a particularly bad road area, this is going to be a very, very nice vehicle to daily drive. Wonderful integration of your vents. You can, of course, move them about, but a nice continuous line moving just underneath this leather dash with this white accent stitching here. You do have your Audi digital cockpit, which you can manipulate in different view modes. You can have your navigation, your phone connectivity, which we're in Apple CarPlay right now, so no phone connectivity in the digital cockpit. But you'll have your radio as well as your range and a bunch of other vehicle dynamics here. Short-term, long-term memory, energy consumers is a fun one because it tells you exactly what you're doing to consume energy so air conditioning in this sense, your driver assistance, and then traffic signs as well, so that'll display the speed of the road that you are on. So very easy to get along with, super intuitive. As always, Audi did a great job there. You'll have your cruise control down here with your distance settings and paddle shifters and a bunch of other normal car stuff, your windshield wipers and your turn signals over here. You have 2 driver memory settings, so you and your partner can have your steering wheel there, your steering wheel up here, your mirrors wherever you like, your seats wherever you like. You do have blind spot with these little black kind of blobs here on either wing mirror. Those will light up orange or red for you, letting you know that someone is in your blind spot. But moving back towards the middle, you'll have your climate sensor or climate controls just here, and then you have your options for your heated steering wheel on or off, your AC max, and a bunch of other settings there. Very easy to get along with, and as always, haptic feedback. So while they did get rid of a lot of buttons, physical buttons that is, you still kind of get the sense of physicality when you press it, because you do have a bit of a tactile feeling there for your heated seats. You can swipe over and you can do fine tuning, or you can swipe and simply just have it go up or down as you like. So there's your fan speeds, and temperatures will do exactly the same thing. Moving down here, you will have your drive select buttons. So if you don't want to go into your MMI, you can simply press it here. You'll have your engine start stop, your parking sensors, which is rather fun and nice to get along with. You'll have your front camera right here and your surround view, but if you slide this over here, you'll have your backup camera in kind of a wide view. You'll have your front wheels, your rear wheels, and then your 3D mapping, so you can see the entire Q8 all the way around. It's kind of like a video game, how you can spin around it, you can move up, you can move down, and see exactly where your front lip is, where your wheels are, where your rear diffuser is with relation to a wall or a curb. Super fast and super easy to get along with. And then your parking sensors here. This one does have automatic parking with Park Assist Plus, which is a rather fun feature. If you haven't gotten a chance to do that, be sure to come on in. We'd be more than happy to show you how that looks out in a controlled and safe environment. And a physical knob, yay, for volume as well as changing your tracks. You have 2 very nice cup holders here with a compartment for your key, as well as a 12-volt power outlet for charging, and super easy to get along with changing your gears. Simply press that gear selector button on the side, twice up for reverse, once down for drive, and then your physical kind of electronic parking switch just there. Bit of storage here in front, but you can slide this forward, and if you slide this forward, it actually goes up a stage and then up another stage. So you can choose the height of your center armrest. So if you're a little bit shorter and enjoy driving closer to the wheel, you can still have a nice armrest right here. And then if you open this up, a little bit of storage here with a wireless charger, 2 USB-C ports, and then enough storage for a single pen. Just joking, it's a little bit bigger than that, but not a whole lot of storage here. Where you do have some more storage is over here in this driver compartment. So just about a wrist deep there, where you can store phones or other belongings. Door bins, very large, will fit a couple of water bottles. And then your glove compartment here with a pen holder if you're a realtor and need quick access to a pen. So very easy to get along with. And then up top, a super large panoramic sunroof with a privacy shade there, and some nice light scale headliner. Kind of livens up the interior. Black can kind of give you the feeling of a shorter roof, so I like the light headliner here. But then other lighting controls and airbag sensors, of course, up top. But that's pretty much everything to do with the front of the Audi Q8. I want to hop in back and show you how much room I have back there, because it is quite a bit. In the back of the Audi Q8, it is incredibly spacious. More frameless doors, yay. Getting that closed though, I can roll up this window, and then this one will also have privacy shades as well that are power manipulated. So power for the rear passengers here. There is one screen in here that is not power manipulated, and I can't quite figure out why, but we'll get to that in just a second. Over here, you do have a storage bin or a trash bin in the form of an ashtray, but a very nice place to put storage for any trash that anybody back here might have. But I'm 6'1", lots of knee room. It feels like you're in an A8 here, so a very nice class structure Q8 A8. Lots of room there, and lots of room for your feet, and plenty of headroom as well. Middle seat, a little bit on the small side. If you want to fit 3 adults back here regularly, it's probably not going to be the most comfortable thing, but these also do slide forward and back. So even if you slid it to the most forward, I still have enough legroom here and headroom to get around town with a lot more storage in the back. But we'll slide this back here. You do have an armrest and a cup holder, and then if you wanted to, you can put this down so you can get longer items in the middle and still have it be a 4-passenger vehicle. Very useful there. Put that back up. I'm just gonna stay back here. You guys can finish the review by yourselves. Just kidding. Let's hop out back and take a look at the super metallic dark blue paint, as well as the one quirky thing that I noticed about this Audi Q8. The rear of the Q8, like I mentioned before, will be that kind of sport back shape. So a super aggressive spoiler here, a nice sloped rear glass section, and then some more black here with your Audi rings and your Q8 logo. We do have a trailer tow hitch on this one. It can tow upwards of 7,000 pounds. We'll get the tailgate lifted open. You can close or close and lock, so a nice bit of options there. LED lighting up here, as well as these really sleek LED lighting strips here. You do have a privacy cover that you can simply pull and lock in place and put back as well. Underneath, lots of storage in here. Like I mentioned, a little bit more than a Range Rover Sport. In fact, you do have a space saver as well as your amplifier and subwoofer there for your audio system. Luggage tie downs here in metal, so it feels very premium. And then a bit of a luggage net here. And if you wanted to, you can push the Audi down so you can get loading in and out a little bit easier. If you have an older dog that likes to hop up and hop down, you can hold him in there, lower it all the way down, and then it takes about 4 inches out of that jump. So very, very nice there. But I did mention one quirk, and this is the quirk. You have a privacy screen back here that kind of locks in place, but it's not powered. So if you feel that this is just too dark, if you go from daytime driving to nighttime driving and this is just too dark for you, you have to pull over, get out, open your trunk, figure out how this works exactly, push, and then it's done. I wish they would have made that power, some nice little running power motors along the side, but beggars can't be choosers. Overall, this is a very well put together and very well thought of car. But there is the back of the Audi Q8. Let's go up front, and I'm gonna show you what's hiding just behind camera. Thank you very much for joining me on this quick introductory video on the Q8. But this isn't exactly a Q8. This is the RS Q8. So this is what was hiding just off camera. Again, in the front, similar light structure, but you'll notice a lot more aggression happening with the grille and with your lower splitters. Super aggressive RS style wheels with massive brake calipers and a much more aggressive stance throughout. This one will have the twin turbo 4-liter V8, and this is competing with the Cayenne Turbo GT as well as the Lamborghini Urus. So very, very cool, very powerful car. And again, another offering here at Audi of Wichita if you would like to talk about this one. But let's jump on over to the regular Q8 and finish there. Thank you again. We always appreciate the time. Do let us know if you have any questions about this vehicle, if you'd like to order your perfect Audi, or if you have any other questions about anything you might find in our certified pre-owned inventory. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, my name is Alex Davis, and enjoy the drive.